Hello there guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to a brand new video, and I hope you guys are still happy as I am about last Sunday when Chelsea dominate Tottenham in the second half and beat them 3-0. Again, another 3 points at their shit stadium. And they can say all they want about Chelsea, but now they know that Chelsea are serious title contenders, and we have shown Tottenham why we are the champions of Europe and why London is blue. Yeah, it used to be white, but now it's blue. We also showed to also when we beat them 2-0 why London is blue. Yeah, if Arsenal and Tottenham fans, you have to agree with me on this one. London is blue. Yeah, all the buses should be painted blue. Yeah, all the cars everywhere in London should be painted blue because London is blue. The only team to have European Championship. I mean European trophy, sorry. And guess what? This the first team in London, yeah, to get above 600 wins in the Premier League. Of course, Manchester United are still in first place with the most wins, but Chelsea won second. That tells you that we are creating history right now. We are creating history. So nobody can chat to me about London is red or white. It is blue and it will always be blue. So I wanted to start talking about that before I talk about the match preview of the Carabao Cup of the third round. Now, of course, the reason why Arsenal and all of them lot were in the second round is because they're not playing in Europe, and that's the thing about the Carabao Cup. If your team ain't playing in Europe, that means you start the Carabao Cup in the second round. Whereas the team like Chelsea, Liverpool, City, and United, and also I think West Ham and all that stuff, if they are in Europe, that means they will be in the Carabao Cup third round, not the second one, the third round. So since Chelsea are playing in Europe, that means they're in the Carabao Cup third round, and it starts tomorrow when we face Aston Villa at Stamford Bridge yet again. Now the thing is, can we beat Aston Villa at the Bridge just like we did in the Premier League? I believe we can because I can't because in that game, yeah, Aston Villa deserved to at least get a goal and at least let's say like a point. But the way we defended from our individual mistakes tells you everything. And the way Tuchel kept off Saul Niguez and Boris Jorginho made the difference, yeah, because we scored in 2 goals in the second half to make it 3-0, yeah. So that's why I believe in Thomas Tuchel. And the same thing again. Do you know what? Before I talk about the preview, do you know why I like Thomas Tuchel? It's because he's not the manager, yeah, that'll wait for substitutions. If you notice that in the first half that there's a red card, that we're down to 10 men, he will he would change the tactics in the second half and and wanted all the Chelsea players to at least defend and at least get a point, so that we won't get humiliated by the big team, And that's what we did against Liverpool, yeah, in the second half. Defensive masterclass from Thomas Tuchel, yeah, defensive masterclass. Went out there to Anfield, difficult place to go, and we beat the one, and we drew 1-1 in front of the whole Liverpool crowd, yeah. The way we defended was absolutely fantastic, and it all comes from Thomas Tuchel. Of course, I don't want to talk about the way, but he was absolutely horrific, sending off Reece James. That was the wrong decision for me, but Thomas Tuchel did the right thing. And that's exactly the same thing as he did against Tottenham. And in the first half, he knew that Chelsea were a bit sloppy, we were too slow, too lethargic, just couldn't manage to break Tottenham down. Tottenham were the better side, and then Doble was looking at the best player for Tottenham, finding Chelsea's weakness. So yeah, Tottenham have a decent chances, but I'm glad that we went into half time 0-0. And I know he'll be happy and frustrated at the same time. But guess what happened? I didn't expect Thomas Tuchel to bring off Mason Mount and put on N'Golo Kante, because I was thinking, geez, where is N'Golo Kante going to play? Is he going to play alongside Jorginho and Kovacic in the midfield? I was like, okay, Thomas Tuchel is a technical masterclass, so let's see what he can do. And then after that, and N'Golo Kante went off the bench and made the difference. He scored the goal and he dominated Tottenham. He dominated them, yeah. And we scored 3 goals in the second half, and we had more attempts on target, at least 10 of them. That tells you Thomas Tuchel is the real deal. He's becoming one of the best manager for Chelsea Football Club right now. He knows what he's doing. So I can see Chelsea, yeah, winning title if we can keep up like this. Let's hope here that we don't fall down like we did last season because under Lampard was in first place, but then when we face teams that we're supposed to be, we always lose. So let's hope that doesn't happen anymore. Let's hope we can keep this unbeaten one. Maybe we can lose. Maybe I think we lose a couple of games, but hopefully the teams that below we can smash them, beat them comfortably, and get 3 points. Whereas the big teams like City, Liverpool, maybe Manchester United, it will be tough, but hopefully Thomas Tuchel can keep that unbeaten record against the Big Six because the only Big Six team that he lost to was Mikel Arteta, and that's it. The rest of them, he beat them comfortably, keeping a clean sheet as well. So that's why I still believe that Thomas Tuchel is going to be a great manager if he can keep this up. Yeah, if he can keep this up. So yeah, so that is it. And now, since this is the Carabao Cup, I think he will start Kepa, but the rest of the lineup, I'm really not sure. So unfortunately, I'm not going to do the start my predicted starting lineup today because I think there will be lots of youth and experience. So I don't know who is going to start for Chelsea in that Carabao Cup and who's going to be on the bench. So that's why, unfortunately, I'm not going to do the lineup. But when I do a live watching on tomorrow for that game, I'll tell you who is starting in who's which lineup Thomas Tuchel use. I know in goal. I know that the goalkeeper is probably going to be Kepa because he didn't have much to do it against Tottenham and he kept a clean sheet. So I think he will start in tomorrow's game since he's Aston Villa at home and they never beaten us since the last decade. So yeah, I think Kepa will start. The rest of it, I really don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, I believe we can beat um Aston Villa because they are still a good side, but we always beat them at Stamford Bridge. Always beat them. So before I get into the rest of the video, I'm going to tell you the breaking news that just happened in the before. If I can find it, give me a couple of seconds. It's concerning about Marcus Alonso. Sorry guys. He yeah Yeah, it's concerning about Marcus Alonso. So, Marcus Alonso, the game against Tottenham, we all saw that he didn't take the knee. So let me read you what Sky Sports had to say on that. So Marcus Alonso said he would not longer take a knee before matches as the Chelsea defender believes the anti-racism gesture is losing strength. Interesting, The Spain left back says he will instead point to the Premier League no with racism badge on his sleeve, while other players knew ahead of the kickoff. Okay, so as you heard that, my opinion is that um, of course, it's losing strength because we're all bored of taking the knee every single match. But we all have to remember that is part of discrimination against racism. Because remember when England lost on Italy on penalties, they were all going for Marcus Rashford, Bukayo Saka, and Jadon Sancho. All these monkey things saying the N word, all this and that. It really hurt them. And the way that people treated Saka and clapping them in every stadium was absolutely fantastic. So people have to remember that these players are taking a knee to stop racism because it has to stop. And it all started last year when George Floyd sadly died in the US. That's when it all started. So that's why every single player has to take the knee. But like you heard, Marcus Alonso, instead of taking a knee, he'll point to the no room for racism on his badge. So at least that's a good thing. But for me, I'd rather take a knee every single game rather than pointing at the badge because I want to show people that racism is not allowed. So I can get what he's trying to say. It is becoming a bit boring and annoying to see players taking a knee, but it's important. It's important. We're still under this pandemic, and there's still people being racist to each other. And like and I also and I, let me not forget. You saw the England game when we beat Hungary 4-0 at their ground. When Rashford, I mean not Rashford, Raheem Sterling scored the first goal. Every single Hungry fan was angry, was so angry that they threw the cans, bottles, cups, everything at Raheem Sterling when he scored the goal. Oh, sorry about that, but yeah. Um, where was I? Yeah, when Wayne Sterling scored the first goal, all the Hungry fans were so angry that they have allowed to throw bottles, cans, cups, everything at Raheem Sterling and making all these monkey noises, saying the N word, this and that. And guess what's happening right now? Their stadium is banned from now on. Is banned because of that situation, and they're fined for about 158 point something million pounds or euros to be exact. But yeah, I think it should have been more. I think they should be I think it should be like more than that money, because the way they throw that at Raheem Sterling tells you everything. So that's why whenever players taking a knee, you have to expect it. I know some fans like to boo, but that is wrong. Do you ever see me booing at those players? No, it's because I believe that racism is not allowed in this country. So that's what people need to realize. The more you be racist to people, the more you get arrested and be banned for life. So that's why I get why Marcus Alonso is going to point is from now on, before the match, before the referee blows the first half whistle, when the players kick the ball, he will only point to the badge and not taking a knee, which I do get. But at least he's not gonna stand there and do nothing. At least he's gonna point at something. So yeah, that's what I do get. But the rest of the Chelsea players are still gonna take the knee. So yeah, I just wanted to appoint that before I talk about the preview. So yeah, um, like I said, I don't know what the lineup is that Thomas Tuchel is going to use. I think it's going to be like a combo of like experience and the youth. I think half of them will be youth and half of them will be experience. So I really don't know. The experienced ones I know, but the youth them I really don't know, because I never watched the under 18s or the under 23s. I only watch the women's games and the men's games. So that is it. So the youth them I really don't know them. And I don't know which position they're most comfortable with. So that's why, unfortunately, I'm not going to do the lineup. But like I said, when I do the live watch along, I would definitely tell you um, which starting lineup Thomas Tuchel used. But yeah, um, so that's it. So basically, this preview is all about Marcus Alonso, the game tomorrow, talking about Aston Villa. And guess what? I think Aston Villa will do the same thing. I think they'll. I think there's a possibility of Aston Villa bringing more youth players than experienced players. So that's what I think. I think Dan Smith would do that, since it's the Carabao Cup and not the Premier League or anything else. So yeah. So this could be a possibility, but I'm not sure until tomorrow. So we're gonna have to wait and see. So yeah, since I'm not doing the lineup, let me quickly go through my prediction. Of course, I'm gonna predict a 3-0 Chelsea win. I believe, yeah, that we can keep another clean sheet and we can beat Aston Villa yet again at the Premier League. Even though it's the Carabao Cup and it's a different competition, we have to beat them. Because I can't remember the last time when Chelsea got knocked out in the Carabao Cup third round. I can't remember. It looks like it's a long time ago, but I really cannot remember. So yeah, hopefully we can keep that third round place through and see who we got next in the fourth round. Which hopefully it's not like Liverpool or City, or let's hope it's teams that are below, like in League One or League Two, or maybe in the Championship as well. So hopefully the next one we can face them team rather than the and also like teams like Watford and Norwich, but the teams like Liverpool and City, no. Or maybe United, no. So yeah, so if we can beat Aston Villa, let's see Chelsea going the next round. So yeah, my prediction is 3-0 Chelsea will definitely go through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. So let's hope that happens. So that's it, guys. That is the end of this preview. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Hit the bell notifications as well. Hit the subscribe if you are new. and share this to everybody so that they can come around and check out my YouTube channel. And I'll see you guys for a live watch along for the Carabao Cup against Aston Villa. Take care, and as always, up the Chels.